Welcome to Human Design Powered Business. I'm Victoria Gibson, and every week I am sharing how you can harness your human design to unlock more flow, leverage, and opportunity within your business. So let's dive in. Do you know what human design is really good for? It is good for understanding whether you want to burn something down from a place of burnout or from a place of evolution and completion and openness, ready for the next stage. Because there is a distinction there. When we are looking for a change, when we're wondering what's next, particularly in business, it can be tempting to want to burn everything to the ground just to escape those feelings of overwhelm, frustration, anger, or even boredom. Maybe resentment has crept into your business. Maybe you have been feeling underappreciated and undervalued. Maybe the stress and overwhelm or just sheer pressure of having to juggle it all and not having enough support has left you just wanting to walk away. And it's a pretty common feeling and one that I've definitely had as well. And when I think about when I got to that point in my business, I was burnt out. I was trying to operate as a manifestor like a manifesting generator. So in terms of human design energy types, one has generative energy. One has the ability to dig in and keep going and going and going once they're following what lights them up, once they are responding to the elements that really set them on fire and juice them up and get them excited, then they can keep going and going and going. But as a manifestor, even if I am lit up, even if I am inspired, I'm here to get things started. I'm not always here to go to the ends of the earth to finish what I've started. So I need to ignite and spark others to either go and fulfill their big dreams or create that sort of support around my idea and make sure that we can execute it. Otherwise, a lot of that execution, a lot of that going into detail, which I like to do. I'm a 5-1, so I've got that line 1 in my profile and I like to get to the bottom of things. And as a 5-1, I like to help people. So I really want to make sure I can really help them and follow it all the way through with my insight and what I can see. And that can be very draining. And also within my human design have the money line, which is the 2145 channel. And within that, there's wanting to oversee things, wanting to, in its lower form, kind of control things. So bringing in the right support can be very difficult as well. So I didn't have support, which I totally need as a manifestor. Even though my lone wolf nature wants to go it alone, I need support. I was operating like a manifesting generator. So I thought that I should be productive. I thought that I should be consistent all the time and I should be doing more and more and more. When sometimes I just didn't really want to show up that much and be that visible. I want to do that when I feel inspired and it may not be consistent. So all of those elements were draining my energy. The reason why I didn't totally burn it down though, even though at times I wanted to, was because I still had that appreciation for having my own business. So even though I was burned out in that instance, I didn't burn my business down. I definitely sabotaged elements of it and stuck in a lot of indecision and resistance at times. But I was looking for a new spark. I was looking for a new way to do things differently. And luckily, during that time, human design really came to me. I am a free spirit. I am a manifestor. I like to my own life. And when someone tries to control me or someone tries to tell me what to do, it doesn't give me a lot of energy and connection and inspiration. And I was speaking with a woman on a podcast today, and she was expressing how she had evolved her business and it had come from a place of, yes, she had felt burnt out, but she had also felt like she was complete on the topic. So she said that she burnt out, she had a break, she came back because we go up to our mind and we want to overthink these things and think, okay, how can I make this work? How can I not have to start again? Because When you're burnt out, the last thing you want to think about doing is building another business. And I get it. So you're just trying to work out how you could make things work with the least possible effort without having to start all over again. And it's not to say that there aren't ways to do that, but having a fresh look at the foundations of where you are and who you are can give you such perspective when you look to realign your business, when you look to break through plateaus, when you look to reach your potential and really reset things. Coming from that foundational perspective of looking at your human design can be so helpful, because what it's giving you is not only your energetic blueprint, so you can start aligning to how you give and receive energy and how you relate to others, how you interact, how you attract and magnetize opportunities and people and prosperity into your life. So you can have that laid out and then understand. You can start to think about what you've been feeling called towards depending on what your design is. You're going to be able to know how to choose and how to know what's inherently yours, what's part of your inner truth, what's something that's going to activate and ignite your natural genius. Those are the things that are going to flow. Those are the things that are going to point you in the right direction. The right kind of clients are going to naturally come towards you. And it's going to make you feel like you were always meant to do this. Now, I'm sure as a business owner, you probably already felt that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even lasted beyond a year or a few months. You have to have that drive and that connection with what you've been doing in order to sustain even a short period of time. What happens though is that often we get lost in following other people's models or expectations or success blueprints about how to maybe deliver offers in our business, what kind of clients we should take, what kind of prices, how we should stack our offers. And that cannot be one uniform recommendation for everyone, because we're all different in the way we show up. And that's the beauty of human design. It is the science of differentiation, encouraging you to really embrace that rather than resist it, rather than try and force yourself into another box. Instead, how can you leverage it? The first point is the awareness and understanding of how it makes a difference for you and how you are uniquely wired to flow, to succeed, and to stay on track, and to know when you're off track too. That's one of the other beautiful things about what it can share for you. So I really want to encourage you, if you're feeling burnt out, to take a peek at your human design life chart. You can get a free copy on my website at victoriagibson.com, and it's going to give you an indication of how you are here really to fire up your engine, how to drive the car, how to ignite it, and how to keep it moving and keep it at high performance so that things just run without you having to run, like a la Fred Flintstone in his car with the feet running underneath. Or, you want the car to drive for you, and you want to just be riding along and enjoying it and it feeling comfortable, and you feeling fulfillment or success or peace, whatever your signature is. That's what you want to be feeling when you're driving that car. And your human design is a really great introduction to how you could get there. So make sure you go and get my life chart and think about how human design could be pathway out of burnout. Thanks for joining me on this episode. If you want to dive deeper and get the practical path to leverage your human design and turn energy blocks into business breakthroughs, then you're going to want to see my latest class. Make sure you head to victoriagibson.com and click on the Watch the Class tab, and you can uncover more about what is encoded within your energetic blueprint and how you can harness it for unlimited success and to step into your true potential. I cannot wait to see you over there.